KZ to make.
Let's see. Let's see. It was art from KZ. Ferocious team here. Close qualifier. Now, of course, this is it for both teams if they lose the series. This is the lower bracket. No more chances. They less than a win.
The time for preparation is short. Use it wisely.
Team Blink. KZ. The lead right now.
Nowadays, this lead to warding and not really fighting. Oh, actually, oh.
I mean, how does the matchup go mid Lina versus? Just fine in that, or is he going to struggle versus melee hero again?
That's fairly well. I mean, you have Sharp. I think not the best lane. I think the fact that Lina can play on range, Tusk never has perfect kill threat unless Lina steps
30 seconds now.
But I think that Tusk, if he gets a late bottle, that will be where he gets punished. And also, he can't really use the to push out the wave too effectively, because then he sets up for like the LSA combo. So I'd argue both heroes should be able to farm. No one should really die. It just depends on what's the matchup first. The TP and make plays on the map way easier than GTI can also recover the map play.
Should be a kill here, SMN.
I mean, big LSA.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's got to feel a little bad there. You have 5 heroes. 5 heroes going for the kill, and they couldn't quite do it, Dick.
I mean, he had like an extra, what was it? 4 armor, give or take. 2.5 armor, actually. Yeah, plenty of armor from the Astral Spirits. He was able to walk it off from the heart. He kind of went for the rune and was like, my ET's dead. Then he was like, wait a second, I can keep him alive. Then he cut, yeah. The nice stuff there. Good old ET. You rarely get to see the value of Astral Spirit in the early game, but when you hit 5 heroes, it's pretty cool.
Playing, guys. I mean, is there pressure that Death Prophet and Shadow Demon are going to be able to apply onto this morph?
Yeah, I think just saw it. Yeah. Creeps go pretty low. I think every time we talk about Death Prophet is when does she hit level 3, have 2-point siphon, then she can play further down the lane, more aggressive in the. As long as DP gets to a quick sit, she can then start looking to pressure the tower. And as soon as you take this tower from morphing, that's when the game gets different. So for SMN and Teresha, I don't expect them to die unless SMN steps up way too aggressively. Well, how long can they protect their tower? DP should inevitably.
And then up on the top lane, I mean, what are we seeing from these viewers?
Farm fest, honest. I would be surprised if either hero is down. Because of course on one side you've got Warcry, you've got Living Armor, lots of tankiness. On the other side you've got the Bushwhack to move people back away, you've got the Spear to disengage. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be a bit of trader farm everywhere, unless heroes just overstep their mark. Yeah, happy little entry to the game for both.
Quite like a nice little snipe there from SMN. He was able to get past the 2 of them in the lane and take out both of their couriers on this one lane.
Wait, what? He
got both of them. Top lane.
Doesn't even describe it.
Who? Spear just in time as well. Milky was about to bring him down with a couple more hits. He'll be able to save himself, Anku.
He's currently walking back to base. Will then have to pick up region and come back. So we're gonna respect the KZ safe lane for pretty well. Yes, mine. They're called hitting double digits right now. Side Morphling Mars struggling a little bit. Back to the kill threat. They don't want to give away these free cheap kills. It's all about, after this laning, take the early towers with a DP, close out the map a little bit, get a quick blink daggers on Sven, keep killing off DP and have some great in the game. Late, just walk up, hit you, turn it around. Just get hit by the rushback combo into a spear, go down.
A good farm though. Actually killing him though. Combo again, and it is indeed enough. They kill off Milky same time bottom.
Again?
It's gonna be another death for the Maw.
Yo, but look at his attributes. Look at his wand. 2 times he's now died.
I mean, he's gonna get caught by surprise. Did you see that one? Because we were watching top.
He got hit by an ensnare, that was it. He just died to a crypt swarm and a neutral creep instead. He wasn't silenced, he wasn't anything.
Tower is in.
I mean,
Orphan's having a bit of a trouble.
I was gonna say that's a bit of a rough start. 2 deaths like that there on the bottom lane. Over towards mid, SMN will be outnumbered. Bringing in 3 of them. Make him down. Bahar will be able to sit back in safety under the tower. Now Overkill's got to be more careful.
Could have used his wand. Yeah, I think Overkill, he's going to be looking back at this game, win or loss, and just got to think about how I'm going to approach this laning phase. Of course, Warframe players, they want to be on the edge. They want to try and, you know, min-max the hell out of their attribute shift. Yeah, Overkill, not really finding it now. Probably going to use his wand to, there we go, full HP, but not expect Mr. Luck on the Death Prophet to get 2 free kills like this. Come back, Overkill. Tower is so hard to defend. You mentioned about the DP. Whoa, no!
We saw that one, I'm afraid.
Oh, I saw it too!
I mean, there's a well-placed ward there. You know, Sneaky dropping the ward behind the tower, gets the disruption, 1 bit of poison, and that 1 HP ain't gonna do you any good living there. That's a 3rd death on this save flame for the Morph. It's rough stuff here for Overkill.
Probably the worst lane that we've seen Overkill. Not in the 2 series we've passed now.
Mid, they'll drop a Laguna. GTI just walks it off. No, it weren't enough to take him down. This Tusk's fine, more than fine.
Well, Blink is kind of scrambling a little bit. Like, the only one having good lane is this Mars. 3.4k net worth. And you already see Overkill on the bot lane. Look at him. You got the minus queued up. He's like, boys, my game's so bad, you're gonna have to leave me and let me AFK bot lane. And we mentioned in the draft, like, normally if this hero like, it's going to be unkillable. Nowadays you can just ignore him for a good 5-10 minutes and just kill everyone else. Destroy everyone else's game. And they're doing it. They're killing DT, they're killing Nina, they're taking mid tower. This is the perfect start to KZ. All the concerns that we might have had are just fully removed because of how bad Overkill's lane went.
Yeah, they just crushed it. And now Mr. Luck, as you say, just joining forces with the rest of the team, putting the pressure on across the map. Really making the most of just how well that bottom lane went for them, KZ.
Regeneration! There is little hope for Radiant's.
Still on tower. Quite die the exorcism, but Samantha on the other hand, he will die. Raise there to the follow bushwhack. Doesn't come out for Sneaky. Arena's there. Anku able to trap the both of them. Will heal Mr. Luck up quite a bit, as he might just be able to walk this one off. Living Armor's there as well. He's out of the range of the Light Strike Array. Mr. Luck's going to be fine. In fact, KZ there to go back in. Snowball over towards Anku. They'll take him down. Another bushwhack, but still not quite enough damage to kill GTI. As he's on the run, Wesson really wanting to finish him off. Sneaky does get taken out by Bahar, but GTI is going to be able to live. He gets out of there.
Absolutely awful for Blink. They try to kill the Death Prophet, the Mars, the long TP, because multiple heroes came here. They try to kind of like distribute the damage evenly. They don't get the full CC off the T, and look, she's level 9. 4-point siphon already at minute 9. Rarely do you see this level of DP. Yeah, this is like having a great game, and Blink just getting punished for it. One bad safe lane equals despair for the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 minutes, honestly. KD are in the driving seat. Mech complete, double Wraith Band 1. PG all time. They just can't connect on kills either, even when KD are diving. Blink are just trying to throw some spells together, and it's hard to understand anyone. They didn't levels yet. Items. So far behind after one of the weakest laning phases that we've seen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that's it gone. It's in here. You get the job done. Touch on it.
Okay, so saving grace this entire time, Overkill has somehow farmed the recipe. I guess that's the thing, right? I mentioned KZ can now ignore Morphling. The idea of ignoring Morphling is shutting down the rest of the map. They ignore Morphling and they're farming themselves. What's such a great start now becomes a Midas, which suddenly becomes a Yasha, becomes a Dragon Lance, and now it's like, wait a second, this Morphling is quickly coming online for, let's say, like a minute 20, a couple cheap items. So maybe they did really well, but in the back of their minds, they've got to realize that this level of start is great, but if we don't actually close it out, then that's where Blink, they find these moments. We saw it time and time again, even against OG, against Game 1. They will always find team fights that they can present themselves strongly, even have scan available.
Quick arena into the hit of the sharpshooters. To zero him, and he's actually going to be able to step to the side here. They'll have to chase a bit deeper if they want the kills. Ethan's coming in now, and find the skill connection. They will finally get him. Now Mr. Lutz turned up, and the exorcism at the ready, so Blink, they have to get out of here. Anku, he'll be out with the TP on the high ground. He'll make it away over to the side. GTI was able to chase down SMN. See if we can get
Snowball in 2.
Not quite. Didn't quite have it up in time, even with the arcane rune, but that was close. Baha will manage to escape.
That bow is a massive win for Team Blink. The fact that they bring 5 heroes top, only lose the Elder Titan, Lina lives, Morphling continues to free farm bot, he's about to complete his power treads, Midas flowing. These are the small plays which KZ, if they get kills, take tower, it was great. But getting kills and just sweeping into the jungle doesn't have that same like closing out the game mentality. So they'll probably be like, guys, that was actually not too bad. That was pretty clean. Leading that farming towards DKB. You know, KZ, they need to turn this at least into a tier 1 tower. Or, you know, maybe a cheeky little kill on weapon. What the hell?
That should be good. Easy to get this tower at least.
They have to get something from this. If they take this type of an engagement, don't take a tier 1, don't progress the map stage a little bit, it will feel incredibly uncomfortable. Like DP is the type of hero that every EXO, if used correctly, should lead to like fight win plus a tower or securing Roshan in the early game. Like tier 1s and Roshan often should be on this. So far, KZ have been able to kind of keep up with that momentum. Not the most decisive of fights for KZ. Stalling out the network. Okay, Blink. Slowly recovering. Morphling is about to overtake the Tuscan net worth. Race begins. Can KZ close out more of the map before this? Uncontested right now. This bottom jungle is absolutely stellar.
Yeah, he's been very peacefully hitting the creeps over here.
In vision as well. Look at the main map. 2 dire wards. KZ have been watching Morphling farm this entire time. Like, yeah, not Morphling. Yeah, they can't really kill him. Maybe if they get the province. So Midas on top. There we go.
Yeah. Got his Midas off though. That was the important thing. If he's gonna die, at least get the Midas off and.
That was just a really nice setup, right? GTI initiates quickly, doesn't allow it to occur, and then not with the silent blade on top.
But Milky, he's going to be ready to respond to the God Strength. Chasing out Baha. Baha's got any way out of this one.
The tree just respawned.
Master options there. Charging TP at the same time. GTI will be able to trap off the escape of Wesson. Two of them. Holding their own tier 1 tower here. Milky able to wave out. That is his dagger done. So he actually continues to fly out for this Sven.
You got Blink on Tusk, you got Blink on Sven, DP's got Greaves, another 1,000 gold. Yeah, KZ. They just shouldn't be leaving the leaving Radiant side of the map now. It should be all that aggression. Of course, every time Sven's ult is down, maybe they pause for a little bit, get a creeps, but be timing. I mean, look at it. Look up. GTI shouldn't be afraid. Look for the free kills. They got beautiful vision down here. They've killed Overkill in this position.
Oh.
Can they replicate it again? The punch, we've seen it before. The punch is.
Oh no, and this time he's not going to get the Midas off. No!
Oh, wait a second.
Okay, backups in. He's going to live. He's going to be fine, and he's in fact ready to turn.
Midas.
Use the Midas. Okay, there he's not staying alive first, and he will be able to stay alive this time. Dodge the side, Sneaky won't die. Back in here. Another trip with the punch, and they do have enough. Did get his Midas off. Concerned about that. Diving to tier 2, KZ. Let's get more. Stomp will hold back the two of them, but already you get the growth on top of Wesson. Milky will be able to get the kill with the cleave off the creep. So man, no further backup will be coming for him. The rest have headed back to base. He'll fall as well. 3 dead. His tier 2 tower will also be going down. His KZ back on a roll again. 17 for 5. 8k lead here for KZ team.
Dire should look to that
The start of that engagement also kind of spicy. Morphling nearly living due to the disruption, kind of protecting him a little bit. But, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In this game to bounce back after pretty much like 3 games on the trot, where they've had moments of we can start winning a game, and they kind of just throw it away, but they struggle to convert, right? And this is a game now where it's like they found an advantage, Mr. Luck, OP in laning phase, crush this ball,
Eager to know
and they're utilizing it beautifully, closing out the map, taking tier 1, taking tier 2. Once you take away this many towers, look at how Team Blink, they had to overlap their farm on the mini, really just struggling to just find it, and just farming everything. Great for KZ, great start to the game, BKB super, and everything's just kind of working wonderfully. Question is again, can they get Roshan? Can they maybe start pressuring the
Mega kill! I am the snowball from Elysian.
Team Blink. Team Blink, even though the game is bad, they can still rely on high ground being their best friend, right? If you have one poor initiation like Sven blinking in, Tusk snowballing in, when you have leader morphing at your high ground defense, pretty good.
Baha try to push this wave out and get out with the TP, but Milky finds him in the trees. Defensive disruption as well. Only getting the kill out of him, but also getting the BKB charge.
He had the vision on the high ground, had to tink forward. Was trying to be a little bit cheeky push, but get in position. Punish accordingly. Roshan here.
Fire.
Gold for my food.
Good to fight with. So having the halberd, very, very hard to take.
Be just unkillable.
Yeah.
You basically need Skadi and Morphling. Then Morphling by Skadi, then SD just gets disrupted. Now you have your own Skadi killing a Morphling, so it's kind of a difficult game now. Like, again, Mr. Luck is having kind of overperforming on the hero. It might just go down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Overkill has moved into a bit of a place here in the triangle. They're heading over towards
Dire's
them.
bottom tower is in danger.
See what he can catch. They're going to go for Anku, so at least for Overkill, he should be able to freely walk away.
Bottom tower is
Anku, of course, won't have the luxury of any sort of escape from this sort of move.
He might
He'll be slowly killed, surely. Wait, no, is he actually? No, they'll drop the ult. They'll drop the ult. They don't want to let that kill get away. That would have felt pretty bad there from KZ. You know, they're not going to let that kill go. They don't want to feel bad.
very awkward.
Time, Milky. God strength and the DD, not much of a chance. SMN stands, and with the God strength and the DD, he'll go straight to the pit. This should be that Roshan you'd expect KZ to be able to pretty easily take. It'll be exactly that. No chance that Blink's going to be heading over to stop KZ for this one. Top.
Oh,
Sneaky.
top.
He's managed to get in just in time again and put a stop to the TP out from Bahar. BKB's popped. Full turn, but can he at least bring a hero down with him in the situation? Bahar, he cannot. So not only getting the Roche as a team, but also being able to defend that tier 2 and kill that enemy mid once again up there.
So uncomfortable in Blink. They really are just struggling to make moves on the map. You know, you're mentioning here like Bahar's just being super aggressive, pushing top lane. They're all just making these kind of weird plays in the hope for overkill to find some items. It's like their carry is so non-existent. They're all throwing their bodies to open up the game, and they're like putting it. Match is about to be complete, but still, it's like, well, that's not going to help you fight it. So, man to +1. And by the time he buys +1, if you click on the Sven's about to well on the way to a Mars is dying mid. He's getting a good run.
He's got the arena. We'll be able to hold back GTI. Might be able to go back in to try and kill him at the same time. Indeed, Milky swinging around from the side. Can you catch anyone? And he can. Finds Wesson. He's starting for a couple of hits. Blink's gone. And that's Blink BKB if he wants to dive in for more. He does. He just goes straight over towards Anchor. The second killer behind the tower. Looking pretty one-sided indeed. KZ just coming in, guns blazing here in this game too. 24-5, 22 minutes. Big gold lead as well. Bottom lane, Bahar found once more, pops the BKB.
Found again, yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to allow him to get out. Has got his TP available actually, but BKB finishes disruptions. TP put to a stop. Bahar goes down again.
I feel like a lot of people will be saying, where was this KZ yesterday? Where was this KZ in game 1? This stellar performance. GTI just reading the opponents like a Jäger, and GTI just always know where leader is, always know what they're trying to do. And they're completely in mode recovery this entire time. It's a masterclass from the Moth Punishers, finding them, not allowing them any breathing room. 23 minutes hitting the high ground. They have EXO if they want to, but really chipping.
The full team up in a second. Off still not in the fight, trying to get the Yags after the batter. Jump GTI. Gotta get the catch onto Wesson. Fortification out.
Structures fortified. Middle tower is under attack.
Goes south, starts to siege the base. The tier 3's gone. What can Blink do to slow this down? Milky, he's already jumping in aggressively. Towards SMN, won't stick around for any hits. Focuses on the barracks instead. Do it. Barracks. Not falling. Has to jump now. Anchor. Push back out the two of them, but there's the noble save. Gets them out of the stun. Laguna thrown down onto Yiga, but he's able to slide out the base. He'll be able to live. Aegis has been popped here. Milky, he's going to be happy to stick around and finish up the barracks. Gets back in. They'll get what they came for. They only lose the Aegis for this KZ team as Blink. They couldn't get anything else from them.
It's kind of difficult. They're still so tanky. We haven't really mentioned it, but Ziki, he picked up the shard very early on with the demonic cleanse. So not only are they throwing living armor on heroes, they're throwing this cleanse which will kill their allies, sorry. the Death Prophet or Sven, depending on the use, they're getting bonus hit, they're getting bonus armor, healing. There's so many just offensive spells being like Blink with both armor 100% the damage. Blink really just need KZ to just if they overplay their hand, they can give enough net worth to Blink to make the game. But they still haven't like perfectly shut up. But yeah, if you're Blink, it's very much don't get picked off, push out the lane, wait for the high ground, and maybe you have some very clutch spear. Maybe about to fizz, but he's already dying in mid lane. He might not even know.
It's way too much damage for this Sven. Milky just destroyed him there with the jump. 18k, nearly 19k net worth. Fantastic game on the Sven. It's worked out as a pick. Morph just hasn't had a game at all. Overkill 0, 5 and 1. Doesn't gold away from having the Aghanims done. Already the base. It's in trouble yet again. This bottom lane. KZ team pushing in. Exorcism up in a few seconds. The Laguna Blade. There's the Ghost. On this, Bahar's been jumped up. He's just done. Not a chance for him. 100 to 0 in less than a second. The barracks on the bottom lanes to fall. It's KZ team all the way here in this game too. Nothing that Blink seems to be able to do to stop this one.
Must be perfect play. So when you think about Blink, ET, meant to be a somewhat stalling hero. Same with Lina Hoodwink. They've all got ways to make the game a little bit more comfortable. KZ, they just rip through them so quickly. They're never able to make this opportunity to rise. And by the time that Morphing even picks up an Aghanims, it's like you've lost 2 racks. You got BKB on Mars, you lost 2 racks. KZ, they know that this Morphling is the thorn in their side throughout this entire game, and they shut him down in lane. They closed down his map throughout the game. They've never really idled too much, and they have just perfectly understood Blink's draft and played accordingly.
Top lane tier 2 winners. You know, this might be it here for Blink. They're going to try one little attempt here with the smoke. Try and get the fight going outside of the base. They've already been seen, and the jump's been made by KZ. And they just go straight towards the Lina. GTI, and in fact, they've killed the Sven.
Oh, they found the chance. Whoa.
I did it.
When he's farming out a BKB.
Yeah. They're going to get number 1. I mean, they're so far ahead, but they just lost a pretty rough fight there. Losing their carry. Now Overkill's turned up. He's got his axe. He can start going towards the Skadi next. Yeah, it's going to feel rough for KZ, considering how much of a lead they had.
You hit a bushwhack, you catch 2, no BKB tusk.
Yeah.
Turns BKB on cooldown. Like, these games always seem to baffle me. I don't know. KZ will be kicking themselves. Like, if Blink are to win this game somehow, that's going to be the play that they're going to remember. That's going to be thinking on the rest of their mind when they're not in Division 2 next season. Oh well, don't worry, Morphing died, they're back.
Yeah, did push the top lane on his own, and unfortunately for himself meant that there was a chance for KZ to TP in and kill him. So they had a good bit of a play around this triangle. They did subsequently still lose their carry again, so this net probably things falling back into sort of the comfort realm for KZ. They can get back towards that top lane and get working on that tier 2 again. Or wait for a minute until Roshan. Tier 2
is under attack.
Down, no questions asked. And indeed, they can back up after this. Take a safe way out of the game. Take too many risks here, KZ.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has
Very good in this game too.
Dire's middle
tough
tower
loss in game
is
1.
under attack.
late game. Up in the base, Blink. I mean, last time they did this, it went kind of well for them. Things considered. Let's see if they can do it again. And it's the jump, but the BKB from Milky's out this time. The BKB and the God Strength on. Just gets somebody else trying ultimate. No, Anku is tanking a lot of this Sven's damage. He will still dodge the final stun. They can go here to sleep into the light strike rate. Bahar's in with the jump. Be out as well. The overgrowth will hold back the leader, but jump fall from Overkill. He still looks over towards Yiget. Turns into the Sven, closes the gap, push back out onto the two of them. That's Yiget going down. They've lost Bahar, they've lost Anku. Buyback comes out from Yiget. They're putting a lot into this fight, KZ. Be out from Overkill. Is he going to make it in the trees? He will. To stop him in time. Wesson on the run, but KZ team find him as well. That's going to be their chance to head into the Roshan pit. It looked like maybe Blink again was going to be able to find something good out of that fight, but this time didn't work out for them. Back into sort of KZ team taking the majority of the team fights this game. This Roshan not going to be interrupted at all. So this will be the Aegis in charge. KZ, they can start looking towards that final set of racks after this.
Yeah, I mean, Blink, they're playing in their own vision. They're trying to kind of replicate what happened the fight before.
Yeah.
It really hit this time around, of course. Morphling jumping in, Lina already using BKB, a little bit disjointed. Weren't able to cleanly connect on any of the big spells from Blink. Yeah, like again, when you're 13k behind, it's already incredibly hard to win a fight. You're down by what is it? You need just pure excellent fight, and yeah, they weren't able to connect. So KZ rushed up quite nicely. We already mentioned the shard on the SD, the tree, so many saving spells. And nice. I feel like if Blink were taking this fight again, but they had one more item and Blink, like if they had the Skadi, probably completely different, because Morphling will be able to just annoy everyone, be tanky enough, doesn't have to retreat straight away. So yeah, KZ, the fact they get this Aegis, they want to be taking mega creeps before Morphling gets Skadi, before things get a little bit uncomfortable. Not annoying, but just like, Morphling.
A little bit of a pause here. Back on. I mean, if this does indeed go the way of KZ, you know, going into game 3, you know, what are going to be the big changes we'll see, do you think? Blink.
I think at least it's pretty much want ET to have his spirit out already. So then when Mars and Morphling kind of double jump,
Sure, yeah.
You're utilizing the spirit, blowing up that hero, and then moving on. If you're not being explosive with your damage, SD's gonna turn around fights. You're gonna get these like symbols. I think from Blink at least, it's maybe concede more of the map, play for that tier 3. When you take 2 racks in Dota, it's like you know where they're gonna go, right? They're not gonna go for ancient. They're gonna go for that mega 9 times out of 10. Kind of the fight setup is very scripted. So as long as you have the items to make that play. KZ, they're kind of rushing to this tier 3. Like they understand the threat of Morphling Skadi. How again, it's not going to win Blink the game. It's just going to make fights a little bit harder. He's rushing to push things out. They even defend it. Aegis can be tough. EKB available. Pipe, Halberd, Greaves, and BT. They got absolutely everything. No time for Blink to pass. It's
Rack's gone bigger. There's the jump for GTI. In fact, he's going to be able to get the kickback as well onto Overkill. Overkill the way forward will break the way for the rest of the team. BKB popped by Bahar, but not before he gets Halberd. It's disarmed for now. Here's the BKBs themselves, KZ, as they start to retreat. Sleep from the storm catches Mr. Luck, but they've lost Wesson. Overkill committing in, but the snowball saves there. GTI kicks Overkill away. Allows space for GTI Mr. to move into the high ground, take down Bahar. Double kill for GTIs. There's going to be 2 heroes dead, no buyback on them. Punch up onto Overkill. Let's see if Overkill's going to be able to pull anything off it. They get the stomp from Essen, running back a couple of them. It's just going to be the 2 here left alive. Full 5-man of KZ, still good to go. As they'll move over towards the tier 4s, and GG, it will be cool. GG's call here by Team Blink. KZT take this game 2. And with that, we're going to be going to a game 3 team. It's true.